Hey, what's up, everybody? It's a Stacking Kid here. So this video is about like a bullish case for platinum and palladium. So right now, as many of you know, there could be a conflict in Ukraine, whether the U.S. actually goes to war or supplies aid. In the case of a Russian invasion of Ukraine, there will most certainly be heavy sanctions from the U.S. and almost every other country in the world, major country. So, what's important to remember is to look at the things that Russia imports and exports. As for silver, as many of you may be wondering, Russia doesn't produce too much. I think they sit somewhere around 7%. I have to I have to check that again. But that margin could be recovered by another country and probably wouldn't make a huge dent in the silver market. Now, it would make a dent in the silver market would be fears, that obviously generally helps silver and gold. As for platinum and palladium, on the other hand, 40% of the world's palladium supply comes from Russia. It is the leader in the world for palladium production, 3% ahead of South Africa. And so, in looking at that, you got to remember that 40% could go away. Obviously, in terms of Chinese manufactured cars, Russia will still be able to export palladium to China, and China may export palladium to the U.S. So it probably wouldn't have a 4% reduction in actual palladium production, but it'll have a very big dent because American car manufacturers won't be able to import palladium for their catalytic converters, as most gasoline cars nowadays use palladium for their catalyst and the catalytic converters. And as many of you know, platinum can also be used as a catalyst. So right here in front of you, you see some platinum, right? I don't currently own any palladium, and I don't really plan on buying any physical palladium because the premiums are too high. You can't find it for anything. But back to what I was saying. But platinum can be used as a catalyst, and if a conflict were to go on for long enough to where these companies don't have enough palladium to use as the catalyst for their cars, for the catalytic converters, then they can switch to platinum, and so that's important to remember. So platinum could see a spike in demand, as well as 12% of the platinum produced comes from Russia, so that's going to be taken off the market in the case of heavy sanctions. So you will see a potential shortage in platinum, and that's why right now I don't think I'm gonna buy much silver. I might buy a little bit of gold as a just because there's a lot of fears in the market, and when there are fears in the market, it's always good to save some money in gold. Remember, guys, gold's a savings account, and you shouldn't look at gold as something that you're trying to make money off of. That's where a lot of people go wrong. You always see these YouTube channels, gold to whatever price, but it really shouldn't be looked at as that. It should be looked as a hedge against inflation and a way to keep money out of the financial system. Um, right, and but so like leading back into like platinum and palladium, it's just you could see a potential shortage. And remember, palladium is very volatile, so palladium could see a dip if I don't know what happens, but palladium see a dip, and there's already been a small run on palladium recently because of the fears with Russia and lacking palladium. 40% of the market, 40% of the palladium produced being taken away. So a lot of people are fearful about that. So palladium's already risen like over 20% from where it was before. So it is becoming more expensive, and it wouldn't be very surprising if palladium were to make another run. I'll probably make another video about like just focusing on palladium and where palladium could go. But I wanted to make this video to really talk about palladium and platinum, and how conflict in Ukraine could affect the prices of them, and what I'm doing as a result of this potential of the potential price movements in platinum and palladium coming up. So I'd like to thank you all for watching. Have a good one, and make sure to like, share, and subscribe.